Hello, hello, and welcome to Lose to Become Winner for September 14th, 2020. Alphas fall back for CVS is 70%. There it is, 70%. We are in this area of a little bit, looks like it could be developing into a plateau. Base, it'd be a drop, base, drop possible. That's OTA's way of explaining market movement. We are the entry, our 30-day moving average is below the entry price. So I'm anticipating that we might get an out somewhere in here, providing that this moves in a nice generally moving action as it's running here. Because as price moves forward each day and stays in this zone, the 30-day moving average line will creep ever so slowly on down the line and eventually get to a cross point where the close will be above the 30-day moving average line, which I'm anticipating somewhere in this time zone around maybe the 21st of September. Okay, that said, let's go ahead now and move on to Walgreen at WBA. Here is Walgreen. And Walgreen is in the same position. It's the 30-day moving average is below the entry line. There's our entry line. Our temporary stop is here just to keep it away from. We need that close in that. We need that close above the 30-day moving average to establish a formal exit. And you can see we have a doji. Then we have another slight doji here. So anticipation is it could be just what they call a rest after battle. That's how Jerry Newsome also explains it. He's one of my past instructors. So from real life trading. Okay, moving on now, we have CVX. CVX is right here. And this was a little bit more movement. There's hasn't had today was it was in could be ballpark. I just finished watching my video from Courtney Smith. Courtney Smith was my first headmaster. Shout out to him and Wealth Builder LLC, headquartered in Las Vegas. And Courtney just did a report in YouTube here on the market. It's going to be it's indicating that we might be flatline for the next week or so. My reasoning behind it is that we're getting ready for earnings season. The first week we'll start getting into the earnings season, and then we have to start watching out for the good and bad news of what's going to happen into the earnings season. So that said, with CVX is at 51%. That's kind of cool. We have now energy at 42. So let's go to energy. And here is energy. Energy is having the same situation. It's flatlining. So figure that this is a nice little barrier right in here. If it stays kind of flat here, again, the 30-day moving average will ever so slowly creep on down the line and get down here. I don't want to put a circle here just yet. I want to see this 30-day moving average get below the entry line before I can go with some kind of prediction, because price can easily pop, close here, and then we're out of the trade. So let's get some more distance in here. So that said, let's go on now. Oh, Cougars here joined us today. Well, they joined us last week, but a nice move in a couple of days. Nice move in a couple of days. Look at that. That is so encouraging. It is a put. That's what we want. We want that move on down the line. There's our warning track. We're now running at 27%. So again, we'll be looking for the 100 ROI or a close above the 30-day moving average, because we're all puts here in the alphas. That's the way it came out when we did our scanners and we found our entry conditions. Okay, going on now. Everybody else is in negative territory. RTX is very close to maybe getting popped out for a loss around 26%. We'll see what happens tomorrow. That said, let's go on now to the Tigers. And here at the Tigers, our leader is Duke. And Duke here, now this is energy, and there's a call. What happened? Well, remember, we are doing this off our trading plan, and our trading plan now here in the Tigers, it's the price channel, and price did come up and qualify for an entry in the up direction, and this going in the up direction, they're at 17%, and our stop is down here at the green price channel. Everybody is pretty much stuck at the green price channel. We had one little slight move up, and I think it was Verizon had a slight move up, but that's nothing to talk about as a time because it's still a negative territory. We're here only to discuss the winners. make money. That's the whole purpose of this. So now go on to Chevron. That takes us right back to the same chart we saw earlier. Now remember on Thinkorswim, when you are running your charts, if you have two accounts and you have two trades go of the same instrument, such as mine is with Tigers and Alpha, you're going to get the same chart with all your markings on both accounts. So you got to keep that very much straight in your head as to which way that is. Okay, that takes us now to our last leader is UAA. Now this is interesting. Remember, UAA was running as much as 30% deep last week down in here. I mean, it was really down. And look at that move. That is a real nice move. Our green price channel is still down here, but I anticipate that the green price channel is slowly going to start creeping up in the up direction and eventually start shoring up the possibilities of a profit exit in the maybe 2 weeks from now. Most of my trades with the price channel and with the 30-day moving average about between 2 to 3 weeks of play time. Sometimes very quickly, because I have had explosive moves where it jumps right to the 100% ROI and boom, we're out. We're going to take that money off the table because that's what trading's about. Trading, if you remember, is like a poker game. Everybody throws their money into the pot, and when the pot gets big enough, the first person to grab it out is the winner. That's how it works, trading. And so you're pretty much looking over your shoulder all the time. Who's going to grab the profit from me before I grab it? So that's why we're using our parameters and we're waiting for that 100 ROI. But that said, that is the conclusion of today's report for winners and losers become winners for September 14th with alphas falling back with CVS to 70%. I thank you. Take care. And the disclaimer that these presentations are for demonstration and purposes only of showing that trading plans are a must and having a trading plan is what is important. Remember also remember the rules are rule number 1, protect capital. Rule number 2, protect profit. Rule number 3, stick to the plan. Rule number 4, don't move your stops in the wrong direction. And with that said, let's conclude today's report, and I thank you very much for stopping by. Bye-bye.